right, Brandon, let's introduce this bitch.
All right, guys. This is weird. I'm not used to this. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Manbitesfilm, episode 100. A very special 100. You guys can hear me, right? Everyone's like looking, and I'm like,
yes.
Okay,
yes,
cool.
Yes.
Whoa, okay, cool. So thank you for joining us for our very special 100th episode. If you're joining us, of course, we are.
Yes, I am.
We are live. What did you do? I couldn't see.
I was like,
oh, you fucker.
Asshole.
As always, I'm Brandon. Joining me is Lewis.
Yeah.
100 episodes. He gets to go first. All right,
Yeah,
no, that's
right.
cool. Whatever.
That's right.
And are we still keeping up
special.
the facade that William is dank or is dank today? What's going on?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like, it's been 100 episodes. Might as well just, like, you know, if it's not Baroque, don't fix it. So,
Well,
and we are Baroque as hell.
We have William, aka Dank.
What's up,
right.
everybody?
So as always, if you are joining us for the first time or the 100th time, we're a weekly movie podcast where we talk about movies, we review one movie altogether, and then at the end we review 3 individual movies. So starting off this show, William, as always, brings us a very special movie every week, bestowed to him by the gods, by the sexy aliens, as I call it to them.
Oh, I was going to say, like, they'd be sexy aliens for, like, 80-something episodes, and now all of a sudden they're, like, sexy gods. I'm like,
No,
you can't do that to me. You're going to confuse me.
Remember, the sexy aliens started recently, probably within the last, 10 episodes or so.
No, the sexy god is Fat Thor. Remember that.
Yes. So
That's me!
So William was bestowed this poster by these sexy aliens, but in the craziness of the Rona, he left New York and left them behind. So
who leaves the poster that's bestowed by aliens behind? Who does that?
It's okay. It happens.
I mean,
Yeah,
there's literally
I blame
nobody's
Samara
apartment
for
right
that
now,
one.
so
I
it's like the
blame her.
safest place in the world.
That's right. You hear me, Samara? It's your fault.
No. So so William, I guess, came up with a list on his own with Samara. I don't know how it happened, but we are continuing the bucket list. So
Or,
William,
you know, I just kind of like looked up on the website from where like the aliens now dropped it, and yeah.
So William, what movie are you bringing to us this week?
I am bringing a banger of a movie. I'm gonna be the first one to say it on this 100th episode. Oh my god, I still can't believe we've been doing this for like 100. They say that like if you do more than like 9 episodes for a podcast, you're doing great.
Really?
Yeah, they say that like 9 is like the magic number, and if you can go past 9, you're doing good. And I mean, we're a little bit past that, so you know we're
past that. 91.
and it's so for anybody that is listening right now, we've been doing it weekly for how long now, Lewis?
Since March last year. So it's a little bit over a year that we've been doing this.
So
wait, it's got to be longer than that.
No. I'm sorry. It's been weekly March, not last year. The
year before. Yeah, because I'm like 52 weeks in a year, plus we took some time off.
Yeah.
So
and we've done random episodes where one of us are sick or one of us left town.
Yeah.
One of us can't record because we're moving. You know.
Yeah.
Or one of us is in Europe.
Yeah. So, but before that, Lewis and I would do this show bi-weekly before even William joined us. I don't even remember what episode William joined us, but yeah, we're here. So it's been a very, very long journey, and it's insane. I've done like other podcasts with other friends and stuff in the past, and I've never reached anywhere close to 100 episodes. So this is pretty insane. So William, I'm sorry for interrupting you. What is the movie? What is the banger that you're?
You better be sorry.
Jesus, what are you gonna do about it, huh? God, this getting oddly sexual. Just continue.
Yeah, this is gonna
Bitch,
get
I can see where you live now. I can figure it out.
I see.
It is now. I also have my trusty laptop, but it's an older laptop, so it's a lot slower. So yeah, I won't be able to click as fast as you can, Brandon.
Click clack.
Click clack. But I believe that this is an Academy Award winning movie. It's a Steven Spielberg movie.
Ooh.
Yeah, which we're going to be coming again through it at some point in the future with Spielbinge.
Yes.
Unfortunately, oh my God, before we go into that, sorry, we're going to interrupt you one more time, William.
Oh, Jesus Christ, this is why I quit every week and then I come back, because I can never get a word in, and they're like, my bad. Anyway, yeah, go on.
We can't do Spielbinge live, unfortunately, because it doesn't let me upload a video that long. But as soon as this is done, we're going to be uploading it straight to the page, the actual video of it, and then our podcast will release with everything just like a regular episode.
Yeah, it was funny. I was going to ask you, I was like, how are we going to do this live? Like, are we just going to sit here and 30 minutes?
Miss Mary Mac.
Hey, Bruce, Richard, can we like interact with the chat? Is that like a thing?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I got the chat up and running now. It's going to be a little bit slower, as I said. My laptop's a little bit on the slower side. Look at that beautiful picture of that horse, Bruce. I love you, man. I love. Oh, look. Oh, 5 minutes later, the hair starts moving. Like I said, my laptop is really old. We got a happy anniversary from Samara. Thank you very much. And we got Richard coming in, saying hola.
Hola.
Holla?
And unfortunately, the video's not watching, but whoa.
Okay.
So anyway, back to it. Back in the day, the main name of this movie was Tom Hanks, and just by saying that, it should give away what movie it is.
Well, there's another good
Tom
movie
Sizemore's in it. Vin Diesel is in it. I can't remember the name of the actor, but the kid that played quarterback Bertier in Remember the Titans is in it as well.
And you're forgetting the best one out of all of them. The what do you call it? The other Tom Hardy, the other man that gets to my heart.
The other Tom Hardy. You talking about Matt Damon?
No,
wait.
Michael Fassbender, bro.
Wait.
Man, that is.
Yeah, hold on.
Where is Michael Fassbender in this movie?
He's one of the soldiers, dude.
I mean, yes, but which one? There's like 15 of them.
He's one of the main soldiers that goes with Tommy.
I don't think so. No.
He is. It was his first movie.
No, you're thinking of Vin Diesel.
Nope.
This wasn't Vin Diesel.
Michael Fassbender.
Vin Diesel's in this movie.
No, he is. Vin Diesel is in this movie, yes.
Yes.
But so is Michael Fassbender.
Richard guessed the movie. It is Saving Private Ryan.
If one of you can IMDb this to like settle the score, come on, let's hear it. Let's hear it, brother.
Here we go.
Where is it? There it is.
At least once. At least once
every episode is like, hold on. This is what I imagine. Now that I see him do this, it's funny because like for 100 episodes, this is literally what I imagine him doing. Like the gif of the cat on the keyboard. That's how I'm like. He's like,
get fuck Lewis. It's Band of Brothers.
Oh,
that's what he's
in. Same
no,
movie.
It's not.
It is the exact same thing. Let's be real.
God damn it.
Well, I mean, Band of Brothers is just Saving Private Ryan is just like a lot less episodes than Band of Brothers. Yeah. Both equally great masterpieces of war.
I wouldn't say that.
But
I wouldn't say that.
I would.
I would too, but that's just me.
Thank you. You're outnumbered. Haha. So it is Saving Private Ryan. So I remember this movie vividly from the first time I saw it because I was in college when this movie came out. I'm dating the shit out of myself. And
I was 7.
Fuck you. I went to see it with my girlfriend, my Polish girlfriend Anya at the time, and we were running behind. Anya, it's Polish for Anne or Anna.
Okay.
But Anya was her name, and
it's also Vietnamese.
We walked in late, and the first thing we see on screen is the part where the kid has his intestines in his hands. Oh, and they're on the beach, and I'm going, damn! Like I was not ready. I was not ready for like how graphic this movie was. This was one of the first like really graphic movies like depicting war and what happens that I'd seen in a very long time. So I liked it. I liked it from the start. It's definitely it's on the longer, or it feels at times it's like on the longer side, but
I think it's almost 3 hours.
something like that.
Like it.
You think so?
Dude, the first 30 minutes, the Battle of D-Day invasion, that is bar none. It is a staple in cinema history.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
the rest of the movie is shit.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Boring as fuck.
No, it is not.
It is not.
It is not at all, dude.
It is not.
Eh.
And I think this was like the first time that, correct me if I'm wrong, we see somebody having to go out and save Matt Damon's ass. Because then we got Interstellar, then we got The Martian, then we got like how many other movies where like either or it's surprising that, it's like, who are we trying to save? Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
And just like, it was weird how okay, France is not that big of a country. I get it. But like to randomly be in the same field at the same time for this kid that they're looking for, that was just kind of like,
Well, to go back to what Lewis was saying, since he said that he thinks the movie's boring, you don't like the battle at the end, like when they're in the town, the French town? Right?
I've seen it done better.
I guess.
I didn't enjoy it. I think that honestly, like the first half, the first like maybe 30 minutes, I think it is, the battle sequences, those are it belongs on the bucket list just because of that. Because
but I've seen Latinos done better too, but you don't see me telling you you're crap.
Damn. God damn.
I have no words.
What's great about doing the episode live is that like there's no way to edit out stuff that never makes it on the show, which is great. Bloopers are an amazing thing.
Honestly.
What was that, Lewis?
It's very rare that we edit anything, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I was drinking something off because. Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
Thank you, Jen. I know. I love you too. Most of the time.
Jen, you love the worst one of the three of us. He sucks. He's so overrated. But okay. So, what movie have you seen? Do the battle sequences better than Saving Private Ryan? Stalingrad.
That movie was fucking phenomenal.
Stalingrad was great.
What was the one with that there was the snipers?
Enemy at the Gates.
Enemy at the Gates, dude. That battle sequence in the city.
Yeah, that was definitely.
Thank you, Bruce. Bruce said Lewis is speechless. 7:13 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, April 17, 2020.
It is a rare occasion. Yes.
I honestly love this movie. It's my favorite. Excuse me, my favorite war movie.
Really?
Yeah, it is. I think it's man, everything about it. Like there's such like my favorite shot in the movies. I think I brought it up on the show, or I definitely have told Lewis when they're walking at nighttime on top of the hills, and you see the battle in the back. Like it's just like the explosions, and it's like lighting them up. You don't remember that scene?
Mm-hmm.
And Lewis isn't even paying attention.
I mean, does he ever?
Reading the comments too.
Talking to you, and you're like, you're like a deer in the headlights. You're like, what?
This is why you don't go skiing before the show.
Listen, it was just 1 cup of Crown and a little bit of whiskey some more whiskey on the side.
So what?
Like 2, 3 cups.
So is the battle the only thing that
It's the only redeeming quality.
the redeeming quality? Only D-Day is the redeeming quality of Saving Private Ryan.
100%. That invasion sequence and all that stuff, and even that was. I'm sorry, it's just they've done it better in other movies, and it's like I love that invasion sequence though.
Okay, but all right.
Phenomenal.
So what movies prior to Saving Private Ryan? Because I mean, we can't bring in movies that have been done since because obviously it's gotten better. But like, what movies would you say that before Private Ryan were better war movies than Saving Private Ryan?
Longest Day, Midway.
I don't know about Midway. I mean,
Dude,
All Quiet on the Western.
Midway,
All Quiet on the Western Front was really good, although that was World War One.
Not the shit that is the new Midway.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about the Midway from the, I think it was like 60s that they made it.
Yeah, they
phenomenal.
I don't know. I enjoyed, before everybody's like, oh my god, I enjoyed Midway because it wasn't something like Pearl Harbor.
Mm-hmm.
But the main character like seemed like he's like, I'm gonna act like the tough cowboy rebel. Like he didn't know who he wanted to be. He wanted to follow orders, but he wanted to be rogue, but he wanted to be the cowboy, but he didn't want to take the lead. It's like, dude, pick something. People are dying. Like, I don't see.
Right? Thank you. You see, Richard said it best. Longest day. I agree with him 100%. That is a better rendition of D-Day.
Bruce, Grave of the Fireflies? Really? That's an incredible movie, but like, really? Brother?
It's World War II.
It is, but, okay, sure. Have you ever seen that one, William?
Yeah. I don't believe I have, no.
Fuck.
It is depressing. It'll definitely make you cry.
Ooh, where Eagles... Damn it, Bruce.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That is definitely a good one.
Dude, and there's just some scenes like in Saving Private Ryan that always get to me. Like, what does he say at the end when Matt Damon's character, like when he's much older, he says, tell me I led a good life. Yeah, tell me I led a good life. And I'm like, damn, dude, that's
damn, like,
that's
fucking
rough,
A.
dude. Like, he's
no,
like,
I didn't get emotional with it. I felt like this was kind of like...
You don't get emotional. That's the thing. You're like stone cold, like, no, the baby cow's dying and the mother's got cancer and like there's a nuclear war going around and they're all being deported and you're just kind of like, this movie blows. I'll give it a 4.
That's Lewis in a nutshell.
I still give this a good rating, though. I'll give it a 7 because of that first 30 minutes.
That's what I don't get. How do you talk so much shit and then you give it a 7?
And then there's other movies where he's like, "This is the greatest movie. It was so good. I was entertained. I loved it. I give it a 4." And we're like,
Naomi, how are you engaged to this man? You said it yourself. He's dead inside. How?
Okay, Naomi, we are live. Blink twice if you are there of your own reconnaissance. We will send help.
She can't blink. She's stuck in the closet.
Jeez.
Is it under the stairs?
Yes.
It's Harriet Potter.
So do we... Lewis, you gave it a 7. Do you think it should be...
I would give it a 7 because of the battle sequence. If it wasn't for the battle sequence, you take out that battle sequence at the beginning, you get a 2.
Oh.
A 2?
Yep, you were right.
Get out of here, dude. You're never part of the show again. Get out. Go. Shoo.
I will say that although physically speaking, the shot would not happen because of having the inclination and whatnot, but the sniper shot from the ground into the top of the church where it goes
through the
scope and right into his eye was very well done. But again, physics, I will admit, he would have to aim higher and the bullet would be coming down, not coming up because it would lose the velocity going up. But that's a whole different podcast.
It's better on Stalingrad.
And Bruce said it the best. Naomi keeps him in a gimp suit to keep him in line.
Oh, my God. All I can think is Pulp Fiction to Gimp's dead.
Zed? Just Zed?
Zed's dead, baby.
So wait, Lewis, I'm sorry, did you say it should be on the bucket list or not?
Yes, it deserves to be on the bucket list because of that opening sequence. It is something that every war movie has tried to emulate since it came out. So I will give it its due, and I would put it in probably 94, 95.
Okay.
Damn.
William?
I enjoyed the movie. all throughout. I think it's very well done. The cast, even at the time, that what was a relatively unknown cast other than Sizemore and Hanks and Matt Damon, has, we, like I said, we had the kid that was from Remember the Titans, which also, if you watch Sons of Anarchy, Opie.
Yes.
I didn't know it was the same guy until I IMDb'd it, and I'm like, oh my god, it's like, really? That's Bertier? It's like Bertier, you can walk.
Movie did.
Huh?
That death affected me more on Sons of Anarchy than this movie did.
Spoilers.
I cried in that sequence.
I feel like Sons of Anarchy was like the biker version of Game of Thrones.
Dude.
Like, nobody would say, people die, people fuck each other over. I've seen, because I YouTube the shit out of everything. I've seen like all the major deaths and everything of like Sons of Anarchy and The Sopranos and whatnot. But I felt like that was like their answer to like, how can we take Game of Thrones and put it in our settings? Put them on motorbikes. Going back to what I was saying, the cinematography, the storyline, the cast. Like, I still sit back and watch it and enjoy it, even though I've seen it like a million times. I'll sit and watch it again. I would probably put it in the 20s to 30s. Like, is it Tom Hanks' best movie? No. But is it one of his better ones? Oh, no, actually, you can't even say one of his better ones. It's just, I enjoyed it. So, yes, it belongs on the bucket list. 20s to 30s.
Kill Tommy. How do you do that?
Who gives a shit?
They killed Tommy.
They killed Tommy.
Tom Hanks. Exactly.
Sometimes they die. Steven Seagal died in one of the movies.
Why is it?
If you kill Seagal, you can kill Hanks.
Why is it a problem that they killed Tom Hanks? Wait. Why does it matter if they kill Tom Hanks? I don't understand.
Tom Hanks is like the American dad. I mean, the man.
Who gives a fuck? He needed to die in the movie. What does it matter? I don't get it.
I can only imagine the devastation of this guy if they had killed him off in Castaway. It would have been funny as hell if they found Wilson and not Tom Hanks.
I found Wilson to be a much more engaging character than Tom.
Oh my god.
On that note,
do you believe that it's supposed to be on here?
Yes.
Okay.
I guess I'm, according to a bunch of people in the chat, what the fuck just happened? Why am I not in the shot now? Lewis, you need to stop doing this, bud. What are you doing? You need to stop. You have too much power. He's like moving us around. I don't like it.
I don't know. My computer's just frozen. I'm just looking at like the comments as they come in, so I got to refresh it every time.
I think so. I think it deserves to be on the list. It's my favorite war movie. I know I'm in the minority with the people in the chat and you, Lewis. I don't know what's your favorite war movie, William, but
Stalingrad.
Fuck off. No one asked you. It's my turn. You had your turn. It's my turn now. I'm the captain now.
Look at me.
I am the captain now.
I love the fact that you just quoted another Tom Hanks movie.
Honestly, like Lewis said, though, the battle sequences have been, they've been imitated. Somebody has tried to. What are you doing?
I'm poking at you.
Why?
I don't know, because you're above me.
Oh, okay. So people have tried to emulate the battle sequences because you can't deny that the Battle of D-Day and fuck off and whatever the battle is of that small French town that they're in is incredible. I don't know. It hits in the feels. Mind you, I have a soft spot for like World War II stuff. I think every American does for some odd reason. Just that we have like a hard on.
2 movies, but done well. This is not done well.
Whatever. No one asked you.
This is the story of an inmate voice.
I give the movie a 9, and I think it should be in the 20s to 30s, like William said. God, this show's devolved into... This is why we don't do this. On that note, stay tuned at this quick break when we come at you live. This is actually live.
Right? I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, I guess we're not live
Lewis,
anymore.
what are you doing? I'm not
Something
done.
happened.
Live.
My screen went completely blank.
With the main review of our show, the main segment, Primer.
Did we go to commercial?
No, we're about to.
As the songs of awakening rang through, the world was created. The silence was broken.
Middle-earth, with its rolling hills, broken mountains, flowing rivers, and beautiful forest, was created.
Cellar Door is a journey into the mythology, the mystery, and the beauty of Middle-earth. Sit back
Close your eyes
and imagine.
We're back with our live.
We're back really live this time with the main segment of our show, the main review, Primer. Sleeper. I agree. So
What?
Lewis, refresh my head, because which episode did we review Primer in the past?
Our first episode ever on YouTube.
Wow.
It is not on YouTube because it was that bad that we're like, fuck this. We're not putting this up there.
Yeah, we recorded it on an actual camera, right?
Yeah, a VHS camera, one of those old school VHS cameras.
Why? I don't
in my
know.
garage.
Yes, I remember in your garage. We did a bunch that weekend. I remember I went up and we did like 2 or 3.
We did Primer, we did the Babadook, and then we did Barden Fink.
That. Sorry, I just saw some giant ass bug on my wall and I'm like, what is that? So Primer.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I said about this movie. God, at this point, it's been, what, 5 years since that?
5 years, yeah. Holy
Wow.
shit.
4 or 5 years, definitely.
5 years.
I mean, my review is just really short and to the point, so and it's just like pass.
Okay, so this is a fucking amazing independent film done by Shane Carruth, and he is basically this engineer that decided to start making feature films, and he tackled this film like a engineering thing. He actually tackled it the way that time travel could actually potentially work, and that's, I think, the problem that a lot of people have is that this is realistically, if we actually apply the physics that we know, the quantum physics that we know as of right now, this is how it would actually happen.
Also, he doesn't try to dumb it down, so at all. So a lot of the terms are, they just go straight over a quote unquote normie's head. So normies. So myself included, because half the time they're talking the movie, I honestly was like, what the fuck's going on? So Lewis, it looks like you are the redeeming face of this movie when it comes to the three of us.
I love this movie. I love the way that it's introduced. Each of the characters are brought on, and how it has that kind of feel that you had when you were like in the mid-20s age range, basically, that you're just getting with a bunch of buddies together and hanging out, talking shit at somebody's house, and you come up with these ideas. And you try to produce these ideas into something that's bigger. I mean, that's how this fucking show started. And that's why I thought it was so, like, poignant to make this point of choosing this film. Mm-hmm. Because, first of all, it was our first episode ever. Second of all, it was basically people talking about a dream that they had, and they made that dream a reality by just talking with a couple friends.
Again, it's my problem with the movie is not that. It's like, it's just really fucking confusing.
It's a very slow-paced movie. It is a very intellectual film.
Oh my god, molasses literally moved faster in this movie.
Dude, anybody watching right now, go to Wikipedia and search up Primer, however the fuck you want to call it. They literally have a graph for how the time travel works in the movie.
I'm actually going to be posting it on the Facebook page, so you guys could check it out afterwards.
It literally looks like a weird pea.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird. Honestly, by the end of the movie, I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I don't know.
The time travel is done in a realistic manner. They actually create these boxes. In these boxes, they have these time mechanisms that actually are able to bend and stop time, in essence. And basically, it creates like a bookmark in that time stream. So basically, it says, I'm bookmarking at 10 seconds in the day. And then you go all the way to the end. So if you sleep 8 hours in the box, you're able to time travel back to that time that you originally started in there. And that's what they do, is by initially initiating the time travel, they're actually being able to go all the way back to when they first stepped foot in that box. So I think it's very interesting because it actually handles it by doing the actual quantum physics of it and all that. And I think that's kind of interesting because most movies don't do that shit.
Oh, sorry. I just looked down and I see William dying over there. No, where they lost me was towards the end of the movie when they start getting chased by that guy in the car, and then they're like, what the fuck? And then it just gets really confusing. Then there's like fucking 3 or 4 of them, and I'm like, what is going on, dude? No. I don't know.
So, like, by my count, there were like 2 of one and 3 of the other by the time everything's said and done. And then, like, there's one of them that was in the attic. There was the one that, like, leaves the country, and then, like, the original one. And then the other one is, like, the blonde guy, I guess. There's, like, 2 of him by the end of the movie.
See, you know more than I do, William. Like, I think I
was only able to confirm it because I went on YouTube after.
Oh,
because
okay.
I was confused as fuck. And thank God there are videos about it because the fuck, dude, the fuck.
Yeah, dude. I
4 different timelines that are reversed. So that's what happens. There's actually 4 different timelines in it. And there's an interesting whole story behind this because Shane Carruth tried to get this produced and put on, and it was actually streaming on Netflix for the longest time. And they actually got into a fight with the distribution company. And that's why you can't find it anywhere. The only reason it's up for streaming anywhere is because of that. And that's why it actually exists fully for free on YouTube, because Shane Carruth put it up there.
With Asian subtitles.
Yes.
That was another thing. I was like, because the movie is not fucking confusing enough. Throw me some Asian subtitles that I don't speak Mandarin. I mean, I can tell you that it was Chinese, whether it was Mandarin or not, I don't know. But I'm like, because like I'm used to watching closed caption movies, and I'm also used to like, you know, like having stuff underneath. Mm-hmm. So my eyes kept going to that, and I couldn't stop myself. And I'm like, you can't fucking understand it. Stop trying to read it. Pay attention to the fucking movie.
That you should put You should put subtitles, like English subtitles. They had that closed captioning. They
should have layman's term subtitles for this movie, not just English subtitles. They should pause every 3 seconds and be like, okay,
there's a sequel?
This is what the fuck they said.
No. What? There's a sequence that they go into this whole
sequence
diatribe about what do you call it, the physics of the box, and that is fucking fascinating. And yes, Bruce, what do you call it? Upstream Color is horrible. Don't even try to fucking watch that. That feels like fucking Tree of Life level movie. It is atrocious.
That's another movie, I'm assuming?
Yeah, Upstream Color, I think, is on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
I tried watching it.
What's Stream Color?
It was fucking horrible.
You were like, I'm done. I'm out.
And it's the second film that Shane Carruth did.
Oh, so it's the same guy.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Cool.
Yeah,
so at least we know he's not going to make us watch it.
Please don't. And I agree with Naomi that leave it to Lewis to pick a movie that you need to watch YouTube tutorials to understand.
Right? Jesus. All right.
Lewis goes from the opposite spectrum. He goes from making us watch a movie where there's animal cruelty to a fucking movie where you need tutorials.
This was like human cruelty. Like literally, like...
It just, by the way, this movie, I don't think Lewis said it. I definitely did it. This movie had an extremely low budget.
I think it was 15,000 or something. 7,000. Okay.
$7,000.
I thought it did a good job with that money, honestly.
Holy shit! No, they did. Mind you, the film is very grainy. Maybe that's just the quality of the upload on YouTube. But
I bought the film. I own it on Amazon Prime. But and
of course you do.
I actually enjoyed the quality of it. It is grainy. It feels like an older film. It feels like maybe like a Super 8 quality. I think it was shot on digital though.
Probably.
Maybe that's because of that.
Look, if I'm going to describe it to somebody, if anybody that is watching us right now has ever watched 28 Days Later, the original, it's kind of like that, but worse. Like the quality of the film.
And that was shot on digital. That was shot with a DSLR 1.
Yeah. I wouldn't doubt that they did the same thing with this movie, but probably with a slightly inferior camera. Probably. With a budget of $7,000.
It is. My rating for it will be 8.5 out of 10.
God, William, please. What are you going to... The 2's coming, baby. The 2. Is it a 2? Oh, dude, you should have done this.
I mean, here's the thing. It's somebody that myself are in the process of writing a script, and hopefully one day I'll be able to put it in movie form. My heart goes out to, especially like
filming it. You want to film it, not
yes,
movie.
I want to film it. Whatever.
What did you say?
My heart goes out to like filmmakers that are able to put their babies on film, and just because I didn't enjoy it doesn't mean that it's a bad movie. It's just you need a fucking physics degree at least to understand half of the script of this movie. But it's great that somebody did a movie about time travel where they're not dumbing it down to where it's like, if you get it, you get it. If not, YouTube it, and it's fine. Me personally, if I never watch this movie again, I'm okay with that. I give it the 2, but the movie itself, overall, probably like a 5.
I give it a 2. Like William just said, I just feel like the movie's very niche, and it's made for a specific kind of crowd. Somebody that is very intellectual, somebody that may have a degree in physics or something along those lines that's very smart and wants to watch a thinking man's science fiction film, because that is what Primer is. Primer. It's always going to be Primer in my head. I've watched this movie twice. Honestly, I don't remember what I thought of it 5 years ago. I watched it.
You had enjoyed it originally.
Did I?
Yeah. But you said the same thing, that it is a thinking man movie.
Dude, it's just
very niche.
I don't know what's happened, man. I guess in my old age, not my old age, 5 years later, this movie didn't, I was bored. I was legitimately bored. It was too...
Are you serious?
It was too dense.
In the middle of the night, and I was so intrigued in the movie. I was like, this is fucking fun.
No.
It's okay, I'm about to piss Lewis off anyway.
No, it's not fun, and maybe that it's not fun to me per se, because maybe with that low budget they couldn't have done what they wanted to accomplish with the film. Maybe that's just my opinion. I don't know. I didn't like it. I wouldn't give it a 2 though. I wouldn't go that far. I'll say this: did those guys ever act before?
Shane Carruth is the director.
Yeah,
He's
which one?
Just because you're a director doesn't mean that you know how to act. There's a lot of directors
No. I'm actually saying that they're not bad actors.
At least he wasn't.
Yeah, I actually don't think that anybody in the movie was like very bad. So
yeah.
So I'd give the movie like a 5.
Come with me, brother. Give it a 5. 5's good. Right? Middle of the road.
Yeah,
the main characters have never acted before.
Never. I'll give it like 4.55. It's just way too dense for me. Maybe I'm not in the correct mindset to be watching Primer. I'm always going to say that.
I mean, if you want to watch a good, feel-good movie where you can actually understand what's going on with time travel and have a great time doing it, go watch Endgame. Endgame's great.
What?
Streaming on Disney Plus? No, I don't think it is actually. I don't know if it is.
No, maybe it is. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. Yeah, Endgame. Fantastic movie. 10 out of 10. Primer sucks. On that note.
That's a 2 out of 10, buddy.
There's a delay with like when we're live to like the Facebook thing, so I literally waited and watched Lewis's reaction on Facebook, where it's just like, "What?"
By the way, what are you drinking before I end this segment?
Today's episode.
Don't put that down.
Not brought to you. It is a zero sugar drink that is animal related to the not crocodiles but other side, and it may or may not be cherries.
Okay, the reason I asked what he was drinking was because the color. I just saw the color from the corner of my eye whenever he would drink, and it just looked really fucking weird. And I was like, "What is that?" So whatever. On that note, sorry for interrupting you. All right, guys, welcome back for our new segment, Spill Binge.
Spill Binge.
This is where our lovely guest Zach brings every week a one Steven Spielberg movie until we finish his filmography, God knows when. In
chronological order, going through all of them.
Yeah, it'll be the year 2100 before we finish this.
2100.
So, Zach, what movie are you bringing for us today?
So this week is a weird one because Steven Spielberg only directed 25% of it, but so it would be Twilight Zone the movie, his segment Kick the Can.
I do not know this one. So it's funny.
It was weird.
Before you get into this, the only off the top of my head, the only sequence that I remember from the Twilight Zone movie is the remake of the episode, the one on the plane.
Yeah.
That's the only one I remember.
Well, they're all except for the very first segment are remakes of episodes.
So even Steven Spielberg's is a remake of an episode?
Spielberg's is a remake.
I did not know that. See? The more you know. Okay, you can continue now.
So, yes. So, this is Twilight Zone the movie. It's, like we said, they remade famous Twilight Zone segments in the 80s. And it's a cursed movie.
I love this movie. I watched this at a very young age, and I really shouldn't have.
Of course you did.
Of course you did.
So
wait,
obviously,
why is it cursed? You said it's a cursed movie?
Yes, the elephant in the room is that during the production of the first segment of this movie, the John Landis segment, 3 people died. The lead of the segment and 2 undocumented children all died, and a helicopter pilot all died in the same accident. And there were budgetary issues. Everybody went to court. It was not worth it. Spielberg has openly stated no movie is worth dying for. He regrets this and that, blah, blah, blah. So
how did they die? They were like, what, filming a segment?
Yeah, they were filming a stunt for the segment that went wrong, and 4 people died.
Shit, that sucks.
Yeah. On that fun
note,
did
they never make that part then? Because I watched the entire movie. I don't remember a helicopter scene.
They cut it out of respect for the 2 children who died. They cut them entirely out of the movie.
That explains a lot.
Yep, because the first segment is weird. It has a really weird pace and just kind of stops.
So what exactly is the Steven Spielberg segment of the film? Like, what is like a plot? Like, just give us like a little synopsis.
So the general plot, Spielberg did arguably the lightest, most optimistic one, because Twilight Zone, it's not all dour twists and everything. Sometimes it is like hopeful. And
it's Spielberg, not Black Mirror.
He picked a Spielbergian hopeful one about a retirement home where Scatman Crothers from The Shining, where he has magic powers and makes the elderly residents young again so that they can all play.
So basically Cocoon. The plot of Cocoon done Spielberg.
No, it's Cocaine. That's what it is. Not cocaine, but cocaine.
So it's a trip. But it's a cute segment. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's fun.
It's kitschy.
Yeah. You see a lot of the promise of what's going to become like Hook. Like you see him able to work really well with children.
Oh yes.
And with like fantastical elements and stuff like that we're going to start seeing in his later work. So
I'm a little confused. So the one with the weird pacing is Steven Spielberg's segment, or it's somebody else?
No, it's
John Landis's. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
John Landis's segment, which was an original piece.
And then that's the one with the accident.
Yes.
And that's the one with the creepy monsters, right?
No.
Or is that the
No, that's John Lithgow.
So there's the one about the bigoted guy. That's the one where everybody died. Then there's the Spielberg segment, Kick the Can. Then there's the one about the school teacher and the child with the powers. And
that was creepy.
That was
creepy one.
That's the one that creeped me the fuck out as a kid.
Yeah. Well, no, that was creepy as a kid. That was creepy now.
I was like 5 when I watched that shit, and my dad was like, "Oh, this is a good one."
Much.
I was like, I literally was terrified of those fucking claymation monsters for the longest time. Like anytime I'd see one of those like claymation like monster things, it freaked me the fuck out.
Can we talk about that? Lewis has finally admitted to being somewhat scared of something when he should not be watching these movies as a child.
Watch the segment. That segment is creepy as fuck even now as an adult.
Like the Easter, like the bunny reminded me of like those old school Easter bunny costumes that you see like in those pictures that you're like, oh my god, what the hell were they thinking? And like all the kids are crying. Like that's kind of like creepy.
All right, but going back to Steven Spielberg's segment.
Yes. It is good. I do miss John Williams score. They have a knockoff John Williams score going, and it's
really a John Williams knockoff.
Yeah, it's fine, but you feel that he's doing this movie as sort of a favor. Who did the score? I believe it was some guy.
John Williams.
I love Zach's just some guy.
Some guy. No research needed, just some dude.
Some guy. It's not John Williams. It does not matter. So fucked up. So that's funny. So like how bad of a knockoff is it?
It's pretty close to his kind of over the top orchestral sound and all that stuff.
It is whimsical.
Yeah.
I wonder why he didn't get John Williams.
I bet it's
probably he didn't want any part of it.
He didn't want to die?
No, dude.
Oh, well, you know what? It says music by Jerry Goldsmith, so I assume he just did the score for all 4 segments.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So I wonder John Williams was like, maybe he didn't even ask John Williams, or maybe Lewis is right and John Williams was like, I don't want to be part of this movie.
Oh, Brandon, look at it. Look at the picture that Lewis sent.
You know who Jerry Goldsmith is, right?
I do not know.
He's the one that did all the Star Trek. The main Star Trek theme. That's him.
That makes sense.
I vaguely remember this sequence
and The Simpsons.
That picture. I vaguely remember that.
He also did The Simpsons too, as well.
Oh.
Like all the music for The Simpsons. Nope.
Huh. So what are your what are your thoughts on the I guess I don't know what else do you want to say? It's kind of weird. We're reviewing like
it's weird. We're reviewing 15 minutes of a movie.
It's really odd. It's so odd. At this point, it's like just review the entire movie. I don't know.
Like I felt like it was almost like a take on Peter Pan, where he makes them younger, but there's that whole lore of Peter Pan where like I'm sure you guys heard it, where people say that the truth behind it is that the kids were sick and he's like the angel of death taking them back to Neverland because
I
they're
never
actually dying
have,
in their
but
sleep.
I never have. But thank you for ruining my childhood.
Boom, childhood ruined.
No, look, for real, you didn't ruin anything. But I've actually never heard that before. That's interesting.
Yeah. Oh
Take
yeah.
on Peter Pan. Interesting.
But I honestly, I love the Twilight Zone series, the TV series.
Yes.
So it was one of those things like every Memorial weekend and all that stuff. And whenever I called out sick of school and stuff like that, I would watch the marathons on Sci-Fi.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, people call in from sick from school and work and they watch Price is Right. You're like, I think I'll watch Twilight Zone.
Yeah,
Mine was, I used to watch the Food Channel and Jerry Springer.
Why?
Because the Food Channel's incredible and Jerry Springer's just hilarious. Why not?
Dude, I love
Jerry Springer makes you feel
Zone.
better about your life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true. I love Twilight Zone. Twilight Zone is probably top 10 TV series of all time for me.
Yep.
Well,
And
how's the new Twilight Zone? I haven't seen
it either.
I liked it. You didn't like it?
No, I dig it.
Oh, you dig it? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. I it's very much on par with how the original one is, to my opinion anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. Like, I did it pretty much all in one sitting, except for like the last episode, because to me, not only does it give a beautiful homage to the original Twilight Zone, but it's also very Alfred Hitchcock. Like, if you ever watched the series of Alfred Hitchcock, Presents, which to me, that was the original Twilight Zone. We didn't really have Twilight Zone growing up because they didn't translate it back then. I didn't start watching until I moved stateside.
Okay.
But they had Alfred Hitchcock Presents, which really well done. And then Twilight Zone, I was like, wow, this is even more fucked up. But
honestly,
I like it. I'm looking forward to season 2.
Honestly, for me, give me the more nihilistic point of view of Black Mirror.
Yeah,
because
I love Black Mirror.
Black Mirror is so fucking like there's like one, maybe 2 episodes that have like a nice ending. The rest are just like, God, this is depressing.
That's what I like about the Twilight Zone, though, is that a lot of their episodes were very uplifting, and they gave you that moral message without being completely fucking depressing and like destroy you.
Yeah, Black Mirror is just like
knows about it. That's the first segment, the one with the tragedy that happened. That's honestly probably the weakest in the movie. And part of that has to do with the fact that there isn't an allegory. It is a very straightforward, he did this, therefore this is happening.
Yeah.
What happens, like, and the other ones have more of this like a metaphor going more levels to it. So
is there like some way to watch that part of the movie how it was originally intended to be, or is there like
I doubt it.
There's like no way of
finding
it.
I can't
because like the accident, was it towards the end of that part?
It was supposed to be like
the finale,
the climax. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
So it doesn't have a climax.
Weird.
Yeah.
So
but the Spielberg segment's pretty cool.
What do you give the Spielberg part?
I don't know. What do I give this 15 minutes of this? What, a 7? It's pretty cool.
Really?
What would you give it, Lewis?
4 maybe at the most.
Wow.
If I want to watch Cocoon, I'll just watch Cocoon, and even that's not that good.
Okay, all right.
I give Cocoon a 5, so think about it like that.
Oh my god.
I fucking hate that movie. It is fucking boring as shit seeing old people basically fart their life away, and it's like, ugh.
Why? Is it too close looking in the mirror?
Segments in the movie. I do oh my gosh, George Miller's remake of Nightmare at 20,000 Feet is the highlight of the film.
Oh yeah, that's what everybody remembers it by.
Yeah,
like creepy fucking claymation.
Yeah, that's what I said. The one sequence that I always remember is on the plane.
Yeah,
and then I do remember the sequence when I know it's the ending of the movie when they land and they put him inside the The
The
ambulance.
prologue and the epilogue are really good.
And who is it? Dan Aykroyd? That's
Dan Aykroyd, and he's
Yeah.
so young.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dan Aykroyd, Albert Brooks, and they
Yes.
just shatter the fourth
I
wall.
did not realize it was them until I literally, like, this past watching that I did. Because, last time I watched it, IMDb wasn't even a thing. So just to tell you how often I watched this movie. But then I watched it, I was like, is that fucking Aykroyd? And obviously I jumped on, and I'm like, God, like, this is free. This is what, like 5 years, 6 years before Ghostbusters?
Yeah. No, it's
like
than that.
it's
What year was the original Ghostbusters?
I think it was 86,
wait,
87.
wait. Here comes the typing.
Brothers was 80.
Ghostbusters is 84.
And
So it was a year prior.
85, right?
And this is
83.
83. Okay, so
83. So
it
this is
came
like
out a year
prior.
before.
Wow. Wait. So when did Trading Spaces come out? Because he looked older in Trading Spaces than he did in
Trading
this
Spaces was 83. Holy shit, really? 83?
It was the same year as this?
That's crazy. He did look older. I thought it was like 90s.
He looks, yeah. No, I know it wasn't 90s. I knew it was 80s. But he looks so much older in Trading Spaces. It doesn't look like it's the same year. Oh my god. All right.
so okay.
We're actually going to do something different after this segment because we want to give you guys something to watch during this crisis and being at home and being stuck with the streaming networks.
Yeah.
So we're actually going to do our top 10 streaming picks.
So I've got 10 things that are able to be found streaming legally streaming online.
Well played, so well played.
So first, I'd recommend Everything Will Be Okay. It's a short film that's available on YouTube. It's from Don Hertzfeldt, the guy who did World of Tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
He did Rejected. He's excellent. It's a very bittersweet thing. I love it. Then also available legally on YouTube is Last 5 Years, which I believe I've spoken about before. It's a musical that makes me cry, and I love it.
Interesting.
I'm literally Googling everything. Is it Anna Kendrick?
Yeah, Anna Kendrick.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Then shifting over to Netflix, Ghost Story.
Oh.
Hey.
I was not a fan of that movie.
What?
We reviewed this, Lewis.
I know we reviewed this, and I said it back then. I'm not a fan of this movie. It wasn't for me.
Oh, dude,
It's
there's
not a bad movie. It's just not for me.
There's actually a really funny story. So Naomi's going to kill me for sharing this story, but she tried to watch this movie, right? And she fell asleep watching it halfway through because it was like past midnight and all that shit. So
Let me guess.
when she like the screen came back on and she woke up and the first thing she sees is the ghost image and she freaked the fuck out. She punched her phone because she put her phone like right next to her face and she like fell asleep on the couch watching it. And she literally punched her phone.
I've got to say, the moment in this movie with the ghost who's just waiting, the neighbor ghost.
Fucking love that sequence.
I don't think they're coming. That is the most heartbreaking. I love it.
And the sequence when she's eating the pie, like just how real it is. She's just like...
Yes. I really dig this movie. All right.
Yes.
Then next I got 20th Century Women.
Okay.
And you see that?
No, I haven't seen that.
It's really beautiful. It's an excellent coming-of-age movie. Got a really, really great lead performance from Annette Bening.
Oh, what's this girl's name? Isn't it?
Elle Fanning, I think.
Thank you. Yes, Elle Fanning. Yeah.
Oh,
it's
okay.
Really good. And then finally on Netflix, I got Swiss Army Man. One of the weirdest, most unique. It's its own thing. There's nothing else I've seen quite like it.
It's farting Harry Potter.
Okay, but Daniel Radcliffe gives an amazing performance in this movie.
As a dead corpse, yes.
As a magic corpse.
I've heard of this movie, but I've never seen it.
It's what I think of Harry Potter.
Paul Dano is stuck on an island with the magic farting corpse of Daniel Radcliffe.
Which is awesome, by the way.
And that's on Netflix. Then while we're on the train of There Is Nothing Else Like This, Holy Motors, which is on Tubi. And
Yes! Oh!
I adore this movie.
Dude, it is a fucking banger of a movie.
It is haunting. It breaks your mind. It is...
It is a terrifying movie.
It's undescribable.
It really is.
It does not work the way that movies do.
It really doesn't. It takes the way that you imagine ever watching a movie and throws it on it.
Yeah,
it's helter skelter across the fucking board.
And it is anchored by an amazing lead performance by a man whose name I cannot pronounce.
Not a chance.
Wait, I'm gonna try. What's this guy's name? Starring. Wait, which guy?
Yeah, good luck with that.
Wait, what's the name of the movie?
Holy Motors.
Holy Motors.
Holy Motors.
Yes.
From 2012?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dennis Levant? No. Edith Scobb, Ava Mendes, of course. Kylie.
Leos Carats, Dennis Levant, Eva Mendes, Kylie Minogue, Edith Scobb, Jeanne Disson, Elise Lumeau, Michel Piccoli, Annabelle Dexter-Jones, Nastia Golubeva.
Oh, I thought you were calling me Nasty.
Yeah.
No, it's mostly French actors. So
yeah,
there you go.
Except for like Eva Mendes and Kylie Minogue, who is like Latina and Australian. But
so I gotta say, with this one, I saw it at an art house when it first came out around me in DC.
Oh, nice.
I saw it on day 2 of a new medication that was giving some weird side effects.
Oh boy.
So there are moments in this movie that I distinctly remember being like, everyone else is seeing this, right?
Zach, it's okay if you did other stuff. It's fine, bud.
Like there is a sequence where it literally looks like the screen is melting.
Yes. Oh, dude, that is a bad trip, dude. Oh my god.
All right,
it's like you ever saw The Knowing?
Yeah, yes.
Dude, that movie, I went completely fucked up out of my mind. And I was really late to the show, so I got to sit in the front, but I was like bad. And when they start picking people out of the thing, I literally screamed. I go, holy fucking shit, in the middle of the audience. And like everybody was staring at me. I was like, nobody saw that.
All right, shifting over to Hulu, Super. James Gunn's Super.
I didn't like that movie.
I have a soft spot for it.
I don't know. There was something about it.
Movie.
It's again, it's very its own type of thing. It's very aggressive and very strange. But that's
the one directed by this guy from Police Academy.
No, Super's James Gunn, the guy that did
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Then, what am I thinking of? I'm thinking about a different movie then.
This is the one with the guy from The Office, and he basically goes on a killing spree.
I think I've seen pictures of the movie, but I've seen the cover where it's his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen but I've never actually seen the movie.
Well, it's on Hulu if you wanted to check it out.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, wrong one. Yes.
Right. Then also on Hulu, we've got Song of the Sea.
Never heard of that.
For a second there, I was like, Song of the South. What?
That's where I was going with it. I'm like, did we find it somewhere?
So Song of the Sea, it's an Irish animated film, basically watercolor animated.
This looks beautiful.
Oh my god, it's gorgeous. It's very much about Celtic mythology. It has beautiful metaphors in it, and they're on a level that everyone can understand and grasp. It's really good. I think it was up for the Oscar a couple years ago.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
Okay.
Then also on Hulu, the last 2 are on Hulu. We've got Sorry to Bother You.
That one I think I've heard of.
It came out last year. It's my favorite thing I saw last year.
Oh, it's the guy that he like puts on a white man's. It's a black guy that he's like
Stanfield. He is good at telemarketing because he can pretend to be white.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I adore this movie. It is so goddamn weird. But it's such harsh satire. It's really, really good. And finally, a very personal one for me is 50-50, also on Hulu. Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Seth Rogen.
Where he could have cancer, but you don't know.
Yeah, he's
yes.
Like he shaves his head. Yeah. That was good. I enjoyed it.
I have, having grown up, I have spent a lot of my time in hospitals and supporting people in hospitals, and it is very accurate to the experience of helping someone who's sick, helping someone who might not make it, being very on edge about all of this. It is, and it's funny too. It's not a downer. It's like it is very human.
Okay.
What happened to Joseph Gordon-Levitt? I feel like I don't see him in anything anymore.
I think he kind of lost his mind a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Really?
Yeah,
he just started doing a lot of voice acting.
And he does a lot of experimental stuff. He has his hit record thing, so he does really out there experimental art now.
Like he actually had an exhibit, I think, in LA, and this guy copied him. What the fuck's his name? The other crazy bastard.
Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf. And he actually put a bag over his face
and
allowed people to insult him and like basically do anything to him in this dark room. So like he got spit on, he got like sat on.
Yeah, he's gone down a very Shia LaBeoufian path.
Yeah.
But not as like in the news as much as Shia did.
Right. Yeah.
He's very low key about it.
But he's brilliant in this movie.
Okay.
I like his movies anyways.
I just watched something with him where he was a voice actor, which I was like, I did not know that he did this. And I mean, he was in Knives Out, so
yeah,
right. He did a voice in Knives Out.
He did a voice in that. What the hell? Apparently, he was in The Last Jedi too. Is Slow and Low.
Because he works with Rian Johnson a lot since Looper and Brave.
Yes, which I love Looper. That is a fucking banger too.
Good.
Yeah.
Did you guys see Snowden? Snowden was like, I liked it.
No.
It was alright.
What the hell? Oh, Disney's animated Treasure Island.
Animated Treasure? What?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's the main character in Treasure Island.
Oh, Treasure Planet.
Treasure Planet.
Sorry, Treasure Planet.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you're right.
He's
really?
Yes.
Really? I didn't even know that. That's insane. What?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I actually really like that movie.
I did too.
Treasure Planet is really cool.
I put it up there with Atlantis. I love those two movies.
Yeah,
and they came
those
out
are
around
like
the same time.
Yeah, the movies that didn't get any love, but they're super good. On that note, thank you, Zach, for joining us for your little segment on the 100th episode. And
thank you guys, and happy birthday.
We're gonna start with Netflix. I didn't know that it was American Crime Story season 2 when I first started watching it. I found out at the end, but the assassination of Gianni Versace is the second season. Which, if you've seen the first one, it was the whole O.J. Simpson trial and everything with John Travolta and everybody else. But the assassination of Versace is actually really well done. I think it's like 10 episodes. What?
Lewis does the ugliest fucking faces, dude. He's just there like they're like just looking like an idiot.
It's like, I am judging you but not saying a word.
Yeah, just, what the God,
he's gonna come with like this dark, weird movies that nobody ever heard of. Unorthodox, which it's a 4-part series. They're an hour long each. It's about Hasidic Jews. It's based off of a book. Then in connection to that one, One of Us is a documentary about, again, the same topic. They wanting to, because they're their own faction, and they kind of like just it's kind of like the Amish, where like they want to like leave from being Amish. Well, there are Hasidic Jews that don't want to be part of that anymore, but once you leave, it's like you're out, you're banned, you're done.
So it's like the Amish.
That's exactly what I just said. Thank you for paying attention. This is what I put up with. The other one is Ragnarok, which is, it looks low budget.
I'm sorry. Look at the comments, please. Just look at the comments.
I can't. Why? What did it say?
Just look at the comments.
I'll have to like access them afterwards because I'll
read it for you.
You won't have to look at the faces.
Yeah, Bruce said, Naomi, just close the zippers. You won't have to look at the faces.
Wow. Well, I did find a random cone of shame that you put on dogs in their apartment when I visited. Now we know why.
Wow.
Ragnarok is literally it's nice. It's a low budget film or low budget series filmed literally on location, and obviously it's like the lore of Thor and Valhalla and everything that good Loki and everything goes along with it.
Wait, are we talking about the MCU film?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm like Thor Ragnarok.
No. This is just called Ragnarok.
Oh, okay.
That's it. And then I said I was going to do it, and I'm doing it. Saint Seiya. There's like 115 episodes. Represent the animes, old school animes on that.
Get ready for my list.
Yeah, we're going to hear him speak Japanese. His list is going to be straight jelly roll. That's what I'm expecting. Straight jelly roll from Branden.
No, it's not. I promise.
Moving on to Prime, there's this wonderful. It's got 30 episodes. They're about 25 to 30 minutes long each. It's all Greek mythology. It's a French series, but it's been dubbed in English. It's very soothing. It's very nice. Very detailed.
Wait, what show is this now?
It's Greek mythology.
Oh, Greek. Okay, I thought you were talking about Saint Seiya still, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah,
Saint Seiya is not French.
No. But it is still Greek mythology. So
yes, that's why I was like, "Is he still talking about Saint Seiya?"
No. Saint Seiya, not French.
Definitely not.
Greek mythology is French. It's there's 3 seasons, but there's only 2 available on Amazon for free. And it's very interesting, very detailed, very well done. Okay. Moving on to Disney Plus, Treasure Planet. A lot of people don't know that this movie even exists or that it's a Disney movie. I absolutely love it. It's a great movie. It's kind of like, to me, that this movie is like Titan AE.
Yes.
It's little known. It's right. Boom. There you go.
Dude, and with a great soundtrack or some songs by the Goo Goo Dolls.
Yeah. So it's really good. Now the other one, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Hasn't dropped yet, but I've seen a lot of different previews, and the critics are loving it. It's called Prop Culture, and it's dropping May 5th on Disney Plus, and it's literally this guy who, kind of like I collect pops and whatnot, this guy collects props from movies, and he goes around the U.S. and around the world to find these hard-to-find props from movies to either just, if you can buy them, you can. If not, like in the previews, you see him talking to one of the customers from Pirates of the Caribbean, and she's holding Jack Sparrow's jacket, and it's like, can you imagine?
Terrible.
Huh?
Those movies are terrible.
No, they're not.
The first one's not bad. At least the first one's not bad.
All of them are terrible.
They are not.
Whatever, weeboo. What the hell do you know?
Now I am the Homer meme where I'm just like into the fucking They're bad.
Stop being a Lewis, okay?
I legit think that they're bad and they're confusing and they don't have good plots at all.
Well, so is your life, but you still live it.
That's right. You're actually right. I do have a shitty life.
So Prop Culture drops May 5th. I think it's going to be like only a few episodes, but it looks really good. Moving on to Hulu, Spanish movie.
Captain Jack is not everything. I'm sorry, Jim. He is not. You were sadly mistaken. Continue.
We're going to move on before somebody has to parlay around here. On Hulu, a Spanish movie. It's dubbed in English as well. It's called The Last Days. It's about, there's this weird. It's very like it wasn't done now, obviously, but it's very now to where there's this weird virus going around that if you step outside, you lose sense of everything and you lose sense of balance. So basically, humanity is forced to live indoors, and then you see them like live underground, and basically how they adapt to this new life of not being able to go outside. And it's very well done. And the last one's a documentary called Saving Jaws. It's all about sharks.
Right.
It's this lady that... What no,
this is way harder than it looks. This is so hard for me.
It's this lady that literally, like, they call her the shark whisperer. Like, she hates that terminology. But the...
What a fucking name! The Shark Whisperer.
The shark whisperer, right? But the cinematography is beautifully done. Like, if you have a 4K TV, this is the kind of shit you want to watch. Like, put it to good use, because it's going to be, like, you're going to feel like you're in it. It's going to be like, woo! It's like the old school in 3D. So that's my list. That's my 10.
That was very quick. I'm going to go way more in detail on mine.
I just thought we were just kind of like listing them off. That's why I was kind of quick about it, but, you know.
All right. So my list, I'm gonna actually divide it up by the 3 different streaming services. First one is Netflix. This is actually an Indian film. It's called Three Idiots, and I just.
Do they have a mic? Please tell me there's a mic.
It's called Three Idiots. It's fucking glorious, dude, and it is a fucking hilarious movie, by the way. The next one is Creep, the first one. Which,
of course,
we saw the second one, and I just wanted to bring the first one because I fucking love that movie so much.
What are you doing?
Three idiots with a mic.
Oh,
the mic.
I love just the shark, the wolf. Sorry, now I'm thinking the stupid shark thing.
Yeah, because Bruce said, "How do you find shark ears to whisper in?" Shark bait, ooh ha ha. Sorry.
I just love Peach Fuzz as a character.
Friends, not food.
Peach Fuzz is a fucking phenomenal character, and I really love Creep. The next one is Lock, which is Tom Hardy in a car for 2 hours, which is just...
Wait, you're not going to actually give like a slight synopsis of everything? That's how I was going to do mine.
I just did. It's Tom Hardy in a car for 2 hours.
So it's basically like Matthew McConaughey's weird Lincoln commercials, just Tom Hardy in a different car for 2 hours. That's great.
It is actually the most entertaining movie that only takes place in a car that I've ever seen. You would think that it's slow paced and all this stuff. Dude, that movie moves. And
how many movies have you seen that take place just in a car?
On that note,
a lot.
Hello.
Anyways, so the next one is actually streaming on Hulu, and it is a documentary about the national tickling competition. It's called Tickle.
Excuse me?
This is actually a what do you call it? Across the United States, and it's a federation of people that get tickled. It is a glorious...
Naomi, what are you? What? Oh my God! What are you sitting through? I am so sorry. We should have warned you before we started dating this guy.
So the movie is called Tickled, and it actually follows this Australian reporter that discovers this competition, and he decides to go to the United States and actually like find out what this thing is. It is fucking hilarious, and you're creeping me the fuck out, William.
Dude.
Wait, you watch a movie about a guy that goes around the world to tickle people. That doesn't creep you out, but this does.
Of people getting tickled.
It sucks, man. It's really hot in the apartment right now, and I want to take my pants off, but I'm live. This sucks, man.
So
wait for a commercial break.
Oh, I'm not going to. I'm just going to suffer.
The next one that I want to bring up is actually something that Bruce brought up, and it is The Good, the Bad, and the Weird, which I fucking love this Korean film. It is fucking phenomenal. It is, imagine a Western in China, but the action scenes are done like Asian cinema style, And it is literally balls to the wall action from beginning to end. And it has some of the most amazing stunt sequences I've ever seen. It's way more entertaining than any Western I've ever seen. Next one is Buffalo 66, which is another banger of a movie. I fucking love this movie so much.
Didn't we review this movie?
No, we haven't. I reviewed it on the YouTube channel way back when, but you guys will be probably watching this movie soon. So I don't even want to spoil it.
Who stars in this movie?
Huh?
Who stars in this movie?
Christina Ricci?
Yes, I've seen this movie. We did review this movie together. I reviewed it. Yes.
Okay, well, William hasn't.
Yes.
So
wait, what's the name of the movie? I just the top.
Buffalo 66.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Hey. No, you haven't.
So, anyways, the next one is Amazon Prime, which I have two movies that star Nick Cage. The first one that is on here, and it just came on, is Vampire's Kiss. No so, way. Anybody that's a fucking fan of Nick Cage losing his shit and actually acting his balls off, watch Vampire's Kiss. It is fucking glorious. And then the next one is a completely serious side, and it is Bring Out the Dead, which is him in an ambulance. And that is probably one of the most phenomenal Scorsese, Nicolas Cage movies I've ever seen. It
was definitely interesting. It was definitely different. It was a different Cage.
Oh yeah.
When this movie first came out, that people were not used to, and I for a while, it took me like 3 tries to finally see this movie, and I was like, all right, it wasn't bad, but yeah, I endorse that decision, which doesn't happen often.
I know it doesn't. So the next one, yes, he eats a cockroach. Yes, he eats a cockroach, which it is fucking glorious. That whole story behind it. You have to watch the behind the scenes, and you actually find out he actually got forced to eat it.
I don't understand my cousin. I don't know how somebody eating a cockroach is glorious. I don't
watch Cats. It'll save you time.
That was a fun movie. Come on. I will stand by.
Did you say fun?
Yes, that was a fun movie.
Yes, I know he's binging Sex in the City, because when I was there in January, he was already doing that.
Yes.
You're watching Sex in the City?
Yes.
It is a fucking great series, by the way. Anyways, the next one that I want to bring up is Pi.
Wait, what are we at, like number 12 now? What the hell?
No, it's number 9 right now. Shut up. So the movie I want to bring up is Pi, P-I. It is Darren Aronofsky at the beginning of his career, first film, and this is another one of those that if you like Shane Carruth's film that we brought up, Primer, this is another one that you like. It's a mathematician that slowly loses his mind.
Is it about his life? It is about his life.
It's black and white, and it is just fucking beautiful film. You see Darren Aronofsky at the beginning, before Requiem for a Dream, how he introduces all the different little techniques that he does and all that.
I love whenever somebody brings up Requiem for a Dream, because it sounds like everybody's having a fucking stroke when they say that word. Requiem. They're like, Requiem. They all sound like they're fucking stroking out.
So perfect segue, actually. Bring back the segues.
Jesus Christ, Branden, you walked right into that one.
Losing your shit and stroking out and just, oh my God, holy fuck. This documentary called Lost Souls, The Doomed Journey of Richard Stanley's Island of Dr. Moreau. It is a documentary that's on...
Could the title be any fucking longer?
It really couldn't. But, so anybody that's ever seen The Island of Dr. Moreau knows that it stars 2 people. Val Kilmer and...
Val Kilmer
and Fat Bastard. What's his name?
Who?
Oh my God. I just blanked out on his name. Fucking hell.
No, but who? Like, give me some movies he's in.
The Godfather.
Yes. Marlon Brando.
Oh, Marlon Brando.
Yeah. The original Fat Boy.
Excuse me?
The original Fat Boy.
Put some respect on his name. Okay.
Marlon Brando is a piece of shit human being. And this documentary goes into that, where Val Kilmer and Marlon Brando are shown to be the biggest dicks of life. It is a fucking glorious documentary that we will probably be watching too. That's probably going to be my 2 picks for the next one. So,
boy.
That's my picks.
If you guys love us and have any decency, please pick whatever other shit he picks. For the love of God, I will watch Yentl over this.
All right, my turn now.
Brandon, save us.
So I asked Lewis if I could. I wanted to go half and half anime, half live action. To further being the weeaboo slash weeb of this group, and he said yes. So I was super excited. All of these are super accessible, thankfully. First one is Hunter x Hunter, or Hunter x Hunter as it's
That's a good one.
That's an awesome ass anime. Top 5, baby. Great. Woo! 148 episodes is on Netflix. It's basically on anything. Netflix, Hulu, Crunchyroll.
That is short for an anime.
148.
148. That is short. That's like a Dragon Ball Z season.
So the manga or manga, how are you? I say manga has it continued, but the
manga.
It's manga. If you remember, the Japanese don't curl their A's. It's so it's manga. It's not sayonara. It's sayonara.
Okay, fine.
Marlon Brando is a piece of shit, and you see it in this documentary. And there's more documentaries where what's the one with oh my god, Apocalypse Now?
What happened?
Apocalypse Now is another one. The documentary behind it.
What?
Holy shit. He's a piece of crap.
Did he just stroke out? What's going on?
What? I'm fine.
Why are we back to talking about Marlon Brando?
That's why I'm like, what's going on?
I'm like, hold on a second. We were just talking about manga, and where the hell did
I was bringing up something, so I was answering.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
Let us know this, because
so confusing.
We're like,
I said, Jerry, I was talking about something, so I was like,
legit, I was so confused there. So
I'm putting my helmet back on. I feel safer.
Hunter x Hunter, the manga has continued, but the author suffers from health issues, so he's constantly going on hiatus. So they don't have enough to continue the anime. But luckily, the anime ends in a way that literally you could watch the anime, and it's incredible. I love it, man. What the fuck? It's a shonen, which basically is a genre of anime that is directed towards preteen boys. Basically, it's like, I want to be the best. Dragon Ball Z, Saint Seiya, Pokemon, all that shit. That's all shonen, right? So, but Hunter x Hunter is interesting because shonens tend to be like kind of happy-go-lucky, and Hunter x Hunter is not. Awesome. It's in my top 5 anime. It's streaming on everything. Go watch that. Next up is Haikyuu. Haikyuu is streaming on Crunchyroll, Netflix, and Hulu. If you watch it on Crunchyroll, you can watch up to where they currently are. I think they're behind in Netflix and Hulu. Can you stop? What are you doing? What are you fucking doing?
I don't know. I'm just sitting here.
No, not you.
The wheels go round and round.
So Haikyuu. Oh God.
This is why we don't go live.
It's so easy.
It's annoying. God damn it, man. None of us do this shit to you. Stop. Haikyuu is a volleyball anime, which I know sounds super stupid. It's
volleyball anime?
It's fucking incredible. Look, hear me out. Huh?
Is it like Wilson volleyball?
Yeah, like volleyball. It's a sports anime. So
what's it called?
Haikyuu. Haikyu. Haikyuu.
Oh, no. I used to watch a volleyball anime back in the 80s, but that was called like Mila and Shiro or something like that.
Yeah.
No, that was this one. That's a different thing.
Shut up. This is awesome. Look, I know when I say like sports anime in general, people are like, why would you watch sports anime? Sports anime, think of it this way. It's the closest thing to reality that we have in anime. Everybody at one point in their life has wanted to be good at sports. Right? I've wanted to be good at sports. You probably, Lewis, have you ever wanted to be good at one sport, basketball, whatever? It's kind of realistic to a certain extent. So it's cool to see these like kids like basically train and get better. And I don't know, it's really interesting. I kind of went in very skeptical because it was a recommendation by a friend, and I was very pleasantly surprised. The third one on my list is, I've reviewed it before. It's streaming on Netflix, A Silent Voice. It's about that's a really good movie.
That's a fucking banger of one.
Yeah. So basically, plot synopsis: this guy was a dick when they were kids to this girl, this deaf girl in his class, and he tries to kill himself but fails, and then basically has this like epiphany, like he wants to be better to her, like actually treat her like a person. Really good. That's on Netflix. Number 4, we got my favorite anime of all time, Cowboy Bebop. Banger.
Where's that?
They have it on Hulu.
Really?
Yeah, dubbed and subbed. Watch it dubbed. Don't be an asshole.
Subs are more fun.
No, they're not. You know, you want to hear something?
Subs are more fun.
Oh, fuck off.
That took a second.
That took me a second. I was like, huh? No, but going back to, it's interesting when the creator of the anime literally said that the dub is better than the original.
That is interesting.
Yeah. So please go do yourself a favor. It's really short, 26 episodes. It's fucking incredible. It's basically about bounty hunters in space. It's awesome. And with jazz.
It is a fucking phenomenal series.
Incredible series.
That is a 10 out of 10 for me.
And then the next one is also on Hulu. Last anime on this list. This one is...
William, really... you're about to get a blowjob or something.
Yeah.
Maybe I am.
Number 5.
But I'm staying focused.
Number 5. This one's on Hulu. This one is really weird, but really funny. It's called Prison School. Prison School
doesn't sound very appealing.
Prison School is basically what they call an ecchi, which is very raunchy, but not pornographic. About these 5, I forget how many it is. It's like 4 or 5 friends in high. They're the only males in this high school, and they try to go spy on the girls as they're taking a shower, and they get caught. And they get basically put into this prison in the school to do manual labor. And it's really fucking ridiculous. It's short. It's 12 episodes. It's on Hulu. I don't know if it's uncensored on Hulu because there is an uncensored version, but it's really, really fucking funny. To give you an instant.
Thank you, Samara.
To give you an example, one of the girls has this weird thing where she wants one of the guys to pee on her. It's really an odd anime, but it's really funny. Give it a shot. It's called Prison School, streaming on Hulu. Now,
Golden Showers.
Yes, Golden Showers. Now we're on to the normal shit. What's going on?
The normal shit.
The normie shit. This one's streaming on Netflix. I'm gonna go with Snowpiercer.
Oh, I left it.
I almost went with that one.
You left it off your list?
I left it off my list because he was like trying to say, not to go for like main ones, and like I've heard a lot about Snowpiercer, so part of me was like, maybe I shouldn't, but like it's a good movie and the show wasn't bad either. But yeah, I'm sorry. Go on.
I actually haven't. There's a show.
I believe so.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay. So Snowpiercer is basically post-apocalyptic. All of humanity is on a train, and it stars our main man, Chris. What's his name? Chris Evans. Thank you. Yeah. He's basically in the back of the train where the lowlifes, basically like third class, I guess, lives, and they try to revolt and go to the front.
By the way, there is a Oh, it's an upcoming. I'm sorry. There's an upcoming show on TNT starting in May.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's why.
Number 7 is... I haven't seen this movie in a while, but I liked it a lot. Limitless. I like this movie a lot.
Limitless. Good movie. Fucking glorious. And have you seen the TV series?
I actually have not seen the TV.
It is actually really good.
Really?
It is actually good. it doesn't. It's not as good as the movie, I would say.
Yeah.
But the movie was one of those surprise hits for me.
Yeah, same. I remember watching Limitless in high school when it came out, and I was like going into the theater thinking, oh, this is going to be a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And like coming out like, wow, Limitless was actually really, really good.
Is it McConaughey or Cooper?
Bradley Cooper.
Yeah,
Cooper. Okay.
So basically, Bradley Cooper is a failing writer, sort of, and he comes across, I don't remember how, he comes across a drug, a pill, that when he takes it, it basically opens up
one of those friends that his friends is like, it's like, you know, in university, how you get offered ADHD meds all the time.
Yeah, like Adderall and shit like that, yeah.
So it's basically the same thing that happened as an adult.
Yeah, his friend gives him like this clear, like, it looks like a pearl, and like he takes it and it expands his mind, and he basically...
Awesome.
Yeah, he becomes like extremely smart, and like it's a crazy movie. Watch this on Netflix. Next is another on most of mine are on Netflix. You know, it's funny. I went into the Hulu and stuff, and I was like, nothing is calling to me, man. Nothing. So
see, and here I am. I'm like, because I had a whole bunch of other stuff from Netflix and Disney Plus, and I'm like, I don't want to just do like two of them. I want to like kind of like expand. And not seem like I just went on Netflix and went,
no,
this and that and that and that.
Honestly, I went into Netflix and I even went into Amazon. I didn't think of going into Disney Plus, but nothing was calling to me. So next, number 8 on my list is There Will Be Blood.
Yes.
That is an
banger,
incredible movie, starring Daniel Day-Lewis. Basically, early 1900s, he is getting into the oil business and all that shit, and oh my god, that movie's so good.
It really, really is.
Daniel Day-Lewis, man, that man is incredible.
Gangs of New York, brother. Gangs of New York.
Yep.
Fucking glorious.
I mean, Last of the Mohegans.
Yeah, Last of the Mohegans.
Daniel Day-Lewis is a little bit like, oh my god, I'm going to blank on her name right now. She's been nominated like 14 different times.
Meryl Streep?
Meryl Streep. He's like the male Meryl Streep. Like, he gets so much into his movies, and like, it's almost whenever like they announce a movie with him, or especially like a biopic with him or a timepiece, it's like that's one nomination that's already like got dibs on, because he's just so good at what he does.
He really is.
Dude, it's oh my god, that movie's so good. Number 9 on my list. By the way, before I get to number 9. Snowpiercer is directed by the director of Parasite, right?
Yes.
Okay.
John, I don't remember. I can't say his name. I'm not
Yes.
gonna try.
Which also, if you haven't seen Parasite, streaming on Hulu, awesome movie.
Yes, it is.
I heard it won a few awards.
Oh yeah,
maybe. Just a few.
Number 9 is another Korean movie, and that is Train to Busan.
Yes, I'm so glad you brought these up. These are a lot that I was actually considering putting on the list, and I was like, no, let me leave them off.
Train to Busan is incredible. It's a Korean zombie movie that basically, for the majority of the film, takes place on a train. Again, awesome movie, incredible. And did you know they're doing a sequel? It's coming out soon.
Ooh,
Peninsula. Yeah, Peninsula. Yeah.
Sweet.
So yeah, Train to Busan is on Netflix, and last one is also on Netflix, and that's Ex Machina.
Yes.
Ex Machina. You didn't like Ex Machina? No?
Wasn't a fan.
So
I wasn't a fan. I'm allowed to not be a fan, damn it.
Ex Machina stars Oscar Isaac and Dom, what's his name? From
Dom
Star Wars. Shit. Lewis, you know his name? Dom?
No, I don't.
I know it's Dom. I know that for sure.
It's Dom?
Dom.
Like we're talking Doms, we're talking subs. Jesus. I mean, what kind of show are we running here?
Thank you.
Dom Hall Gleason.
Yeah, Dom Hall Gleason. Dom Hall. Yeah, I said that. Dom Hall. So it's basically Oscar Isaac is this like rich guy that has created this artificial intelligence that she looks like a robot. She's not even an AI. Sorry. How would you describe her? Like a cyborg?
I would say like highly,
because she's not artificial. She's not an artificial. She's not an AI.
She is.
No.
But she's also a fucking robot too. Like, I don't know. It doesn't. Okay, whatever.
It's kind of like a different version of her. If you've seen her.
Yeah.
kid falls in love with a robot, like an entity, like a man-made, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Like it didn't say much to me, but
so going to Richard's thing, Kurosawa films, best Kurosawa films, you definitely got to check out Seven Samurai, Dreams, and Ran. Ran, I mean that fucking movie is glorious. Sorry,
it's okay. So basically, he has created this android, and he brings Dom Hall, Gleason's character, who is a scientist or something like that, I forget, to basically befriend the android and make sure that she's very human-like, and it goes from there.
Yeah, he works in one of the departments or companies that he owns.
Yeah, exactly. Crazy movie. So yeah, that's my... Huh?
Yes, Naomi, the Borg.
Yes, the Borg. So that's my 10. Mostly Asian of some sort. Let's see, how many Asian? Of course, my anime, so that's 5, 6, 7. 7 of my picks were Asian. 7. 5 were anime and 2 were Asian films, Korean films.
If you watch this show, please let us know if you're actually surprised that the majority of his picks were Asians.
I didn't try. I asked Lewis, I was like, can I do anime? Just to spice it up a little bit, which I know half of you that are watching aren't going to watch the anime, but hey, you never know.
Called out.
No, it's fine. I don't mind it, but if for whatever reason one person is watching and they're like, hey, that sounded interesting, that's cool that maybe I got somebody to watch Hunter x Hunter, Cowboy Bebop or something. You never know.
Yeah,
so,
sure.
So yeah, those are my top 10.
So wrap it up, Brandon. Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm a little wait. I'm a little lost. Thank you. Here we go. Stay tuned. That's this quick break. When we come at you, not live, but live, with the final segment of our show, the individual reviews.
Welcome to an exploration of sight and mind, a travel through the world of films and the artists that bring you these masterpieces. Do you love films, directors, actors, cinematographers, editors, composers, or any of the hundreds of artists that bring you these feats of art? I am Luislacau, your host into the world of films, your guide to Man Bites Retro.
Whoops.
All right.
Welcome back for the final segment of our show, Never Live, the individual reviews.
Yes.
Who's going to be
first?
Oh, okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah. I actually want to talk about a series, and basically it's a true crime. So if you love your true crime series and all that stuff, this is actually streaming currently on Netflix, and it is called The Staircase. This is actually based on the Staircase Killer, quote unquote, that basically Michael Peterson was suspected of actually killing his wife by throwing her down the stairs and beating the shit out of her. And it follows these 13 episodes. It's a limited series that kind of follow the whole process from the early 90s all the way until the mid 2000s, even late 2000s at the very end. And it basically follows the whole process of them kind of capturing him, taking him in, and how he gets kind of railroaded with everything that's going on. And how they go through both cases, both times that they try him, and to see what actually could happen. And the documentary, these guys had a lot of access to him and his family. And I think that kind of does a lot to this particular documentary series. It seems like a lot because it's 13 episodes based on one case, but there is a lot of material. And maybe 1 or 2 episodes are fluff in there, but honestly, there's a lot that is actually really cool. So if you like true crime, if you like stuff to watch, because obviously we're all in need of something to watch, this is 13 episodes of really fun, true crime stuff, and it goes into the nitty gritty of the cases and everything, and it has a lot of access. So you're actually interacting and seeing these people for real, not like, dramatizations or anything like that. These are real people. So I think it's really fascinating. I give it probably a 9 out of 10, and it's streaming on Netflix.
Awesome. Who's going next, me or William?
You go.
Me? Okay.
Why not?
So I'm gonna let you guys choose because I'm kind of on the fence about what I should. These kind of they're both shows, both streaming on Netflix. They kind of came out of nowhere. Okay, fucking Brady Bunch over here looking up at me. And Jen, I hope you saw, but no, I'm not pantsless. I lifted up my leg. I'm fucking sweating. It is so hot.
I'm in underwear.
It's fine, cool.
You can't see below the waist.
You
What's
can't.
the difference? It's like being at work. I've been working the last month, but I don't wear fucking shorts or anything. Why the hell do I need to?
He's like balls to the wall.
God, I hope somebody shows this to his boss at work. Oh my God, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. Where
So,
he's like, one day out of the blue in a meeting, be like, "Mr. Lacau, could you please stand up for us?" And he's just going, "Fuck."
So the
Jen,
first.
don't you dare show this to them.
Jen, please do. Oh my God, I swear to God. My birthday is less than a month. I just found out we're going to be here into my 40th birthday. If you want to give me a present, please pass this along. I beg you. Karma after 100 episodes. Oh my God, we will make a deal. We'll connect. Yeah.
Schrodinger's
going down.
So the first one is a drama that I had heard a lot about, and that is the show called You. I don't know if you guys have heard of it.
No.
Sorry. No. So You is there's 2 seasons out, and the third one is coming out next year. It's about a guy that is a stalker. And basically he works at a bookstore. This really attractive woman comes in one day, and he kind of is enamored with her, and he goes to great lengths to become her boyfriend. And then my other pick is this Canadian sitcom called Kim's Convenience, also streaming on Netflix. So, Kim's Convenience?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, William, you're good with that one? Kim's Convenience?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
That was a very determined yes.
Kim's Convenience is about a Korean mother and father that are Canadian that migrated to Canada.
I watched season 1.
And they have 2 children, Jung and Janet, who are both in their 20s. And the show's just really funny, dude. And they poke fun at being politically correct, but in a good way. It's not preachy. It's kind of like one of the episodes, this person comes in and they're non-binary or gender neutral. And the dad thinks that that this person is trans. And he's like, "Oh, you're trans." And she's like, No, I'm gender neutral. And his daughter's trying to explain it to him no, this person does not associate with either gender. And he's like, "I don't understand." But he's trying, and it's really funny and cute to see this really old school Asian dude try to understand all the shit that is happening nowadays. And it's really cute. They push boundaries because I guess in Canada they can show more on TV. They could be racier on TV than they can here.
Yeah.
I think it's hard to change the language of a lot of people. I think that's kind of one of those, it's becoming more normal now in shows. There's another one that a couple other shows that are actually doing the same thing, and it kind of brings that generational gap, and it actually tries to teach that generation on how the proper pronouns are and all that stuff. And honestly, I think it's pretty fascinating because we're not used to it. We didn't grow up with that.
Yeah,
we grew up with certain words that were okay to say, and now they're completely derogatory. And it's like, oh, okay,
yeah,
their language a little bit.
Yeah, like his at one point the person is like, oh yeah, you can use the pronouns like Z or Zay, I think it is. I forgot what it is. And the dad's just trying to comprehend in his old brain, like, what the fuck is happening? But it's cute because he's not like automatically dismissive and like, I don't fucking understand. Let me not. Like, he's actually trying to understand. It's really cute. And it's just like their life. And of course, it's a sitcom, so they get into these crazy shenanigans. But it's
For
really
us Cubans, one day at a time. That's the one that does the same thing, and it is fucking glorious too.
Yeah, that's the one that got canceled, but then got renewed or something like that.
It is back.
Yeah. So
but I thought it got canceled again.
Nope, it's back on a different. I forgot what streaming network. Nisha, if you're still on, let me know which streaming network it is on the chat.
Okay. So it's, I don't know. I really liked it. Like my girlfriend just put it on randomly like one night, and I just sat there and I watched, and I was like, this is actually really funny and kind of relatable because, like Lewis said, like Lewis and I grew up in a Hispanic household, a Cuban household, and
that was unknown of.
We didn't grow up with terms like that. So let alone my parents did, neither did my grandparents. So it's kind of weird, and it's, I kind of relate to that.
And Miami is kind of one of those weird places that people weren't really uptight about that, and they're very they weren't very uppity about using the right pronouns, even if they were in that lifestyle. It was like, oh yeah, whatever. You know.
Now they are though, but that's just everywhere. But really cute show. Really like all the characters are very likable and just. Yeah, give it a shot, man. It's written by a Korean guy. It was based on a play that he wrote himself. It's still streaming. I think it streams on Netflix here, but it airs on Canadian television. Season 4 is coming out. The episodes are 21, 22 minutes each. They're really, really fun. Like, you could sit there and watch a lot. It's just really cute. I like the show a lot.
If you're a fan of like back in the day, like Margaret Cho, like when she did her stand-up and she was talking about living in a Korean family, especially like her Korean mom, and that made you laugh, you will definitely enjoy this show because it's basically what Margaret Cho used to talk about, and now it's put in sitcom, and that's why I absolutely love it. And I still go back and I listen to her stand-up where it's like, you know, her mom's screaming and being like, "Is he the gay?" It's like, yes, Mom, he's the gay. During Pride Days, he's walking around by himself in the middle of the street with his full flag.
I think it's the first episode or one of the very first episodes. Like, Pride Day is happening.
Margaret Cho. I fucking hate her stand-up, dude. It's like Will Ferrell's stand-up for me. It's like, no.
On that note, I give Kim's Convenience, I give it an 8. I really much enjoy it. I think it's a fun sitcom, and it's nice to laugh and kind of disconnect with the Rona and, you know, all the shit that's happening.
You know what's actually funny, Brandon? Throwback to memory lane. I started watching Que Pasa USA recently, and oh my god, some of those episodes, they kind of push those boundaries way before, like the racial boundaries and the kind of gender boundaries and all that stuff. I was like, damn, this is 1980s and they're talking about this stuff.
What Que Pasa USA, what year did this come on? Let's see.
I think 84, 83.
Nope. First episode aired in 77 and the final episode aired in 80.
What?
Yep.
Damn. Dude, and the other thing is really funny seeing the Miami skyline back then, before all the buildings and stuff like that. It's literally like 3 buildings that are like 20 stories high. That's it.
Before the cocaine cowboys and all their shit basically
pretty much
built the skyline of Miami. Yeah, weird enough, number of seasons for Aired from 1977 to 1980 on PBS.
Yes.
And it only has 39 episodes, which is kind of very short. Not a lot of episodes for being on air for 3 years.
And you can find it on pbs.com. Like, they sell the DVDs of it. It's pretty awesome.
It's probably very expensive, though, isn't it?
A little bit.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
But anyway, William, close it out.
So I know I put it on my list, but I also want to talk about it because it was actually a really good show. It's on Netflix. It's 4 episodes, about an hour each. Unorthodox. This was a show that actually Samara was like, I want to watch this, and I was like, okay, and I decided to watch it. And I thought it was a movie, and then I found out that it was actually a show, and it's based off of a book. So it's not just, if you are more of a reader than a watcher, look at the book. Vice versa, it's on Netflix. It's basically this girl that she got married at 19. She is a Hasidic Jew living in a Hasidic neighborhood in New York, and she's had enough, and she wants to run off. The show itself is great because it's not one of those, like, it's filmed with people that are they're knowledgeable. They know about this life. They helped create and film this movie. There's a lot of subtitles happening because the people talk in their language. For example, the Hasidic Jews, when they're talking amongst themselves, they're talking in Yiddish. So there's obviously, if you don't speak Yiddish, you need the closed captioning. She runs away to Germany. So obviously people are speaking German, and there's subtitles there. Like, it's not one of those like where the entire thing is Americanized. Everybody's speaking English. No, it's very much, if you go to Germany and you don't speak the language, you're not going to find, you know what I mean? Like, you don't expect everybody to speak English. It is,
a really good show.
It is.
It is really good, and it's entertaining. It doesn't overbear you with the subtitles. So anybody that's out there and they're hesitant because it has subtitles, it's really not overbearing, and it's not like that quick dialogue that it's like literally flooding the screen for 30 minutes. It's actually really good.
And the like I said, it's 4 episodes, so it's not like it's one of those like you're committed for like 10, 15, 20 hours. 4 hours, you can literally do it in an afternoon and watch it and see, because like there's a lot of flashbacks about how it led to her wanting to escape. And you see the life that these, like, I did not know. There's a lot of them in New York City, okay? And a lot, and I'm probably going to mispronounce this, and I'm just going to call it a scarf. I know it's not called a scarf, but the women wear like the headpiece and, the scarf around their head. I didn't know that when they get married, they shave their heads. Like, when you see Hasidic Jews on the street and they have hair, it's a wig. It's not their hair. Because tradition has it that they shave their heads, and if you see them with the scarf around their head, they're not wearing it. There's no hair under there. It's a bald head. That's it. And it's great because, like, at the end of the first episode, you see her in Berlin, and it's funny because they are actually at the lake where we reviewed the movie where the German Nazis had like come up with the final solution a few episodes ago.
Oh,
like,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, you see like that mansion where it was and the lake that they are, behind it. And it's great because right at the end of the first episode, you see her wading in the water and just like taking off her wig for the first time in God knows how long, and just kind of like being reborn. It's kind of like the symbolism of her, just like you see like the wig slowly floating away from her, symbolizing her separation from her, her old life. It's extremely well done. It's definitely not an action movie. There's definitely some thrilling scenes, some like, oh my God, what's going to happen now kind of thing. But there isn't like, It's not a Michael Bay movie.
Not at all. No.
Not at all. But it's not like it's slow either.
No,
like, it's very engaging right from the start. Because right up the beginning, she's trying to run away. There isn't like, oh, she's running away in episode 2. No, the first seconds, it's her finding a way out and leaving and getting out of New York. And that's why I was saying One of Us. If you enjoy this, you'll definitely enjoy One of Us. Because although this is based on a book, but it's not, I want to say it's not fully reality. One of Us is like a full-on documentary, but this is definitely like eye-opening about a view from the outside in, from people that you see in normal day life, and you see what goes on behind the scenes. I don't usually go up that far, but I definitely give it the coveted 10 out of 10 on this.
Damn.
Just because it's perfectly done. Like, there's nothing negative about this movie that I can say. Like, it's just from beginning to end. There's also a 20-minute behind the scene that's separate, but it's also on Netflix.
Yeah.
So you can see like what, how everything was done and the costuming, and there's a big wedding scene and they break it down and whatnot. So it is very, very engaging. And I highly praise the show. So Unorthodox on Netflix, 10 out of 10. That's my review for our 100th episode.
I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. It's really fucking good. There is little quorums that I have with it, but it's really fucking good.
Two things before I close out the show, Luis. Are you trying to look like Leon?
These are my new sunglasses.
Oh boy. Okay. Second,
he looks like a overaged wannabe skater hanging out at the skate park, like that Steve Buscemi meme where he's got like the skateboard and what's up, and he's like, "What's up, fellow young kids?" That's him right now.
Oh, thank you for the congrats, Nisha. Thank you. Also, second, going back to Que Pasa USA, did you know that they're doing a film adaptation?
I've heard about that, but that's been in limbo for the last 10 years. So I don't know.
As of 2018, a film adaptation is currently in development.
Yeah, they've been saying that for 10 years.
Oh.
So
and the film
it's being developed like Beetlejuice 2 and Hocus Pocus 2.
And the film is being produced in South Florida and shot in various predominantly Cuban American neighborhoods in Miami-Dade County.
I mean, that's not the hard
basically all of Miami.
Yeah.
Besides ghouls and little Haiti in the inner city. That's it.
That's cool. And they're bringing back Stephen Bauer or Manny Rivera, which is
Bauer now. So it's actually
Stephen Bauer.
One Day at a Time is actually streaming on Pop TV. Thank you, Nisha.
Pop TV?
Yeah.
Am I picking the main review for next week? Whose turn is it?
No, we actually have Anderson Cowan from the Film Vault.
That is true.
Cinematics that is actually going to be doing our main review next week. And it is The Nightingale on Hulu.
It's a rough movie.
That's
a rough movie.
Let us know what you think.
So any closing thoughts on our 100th episode, gentlemen?
I just want to thank you guys. Because we've been holding in there for fucking 99 episodes. 100 if you count this one.
Yep.
It's been a fun, wild dumpster diving of not dumpster diving. Wow. Dumpster fire of a roller coaster. But I really wouldn't have it any other way because it's fun. It's, it's great to hear people's opinions. We've gotten to really know each other and get a feel of each other. And here's to 100 more.
Hell yeah. This has definitely been a very, very fun experience. I've gotten to work with my cousin. I've gotten to know and love my man Dank over here, who's my friend. It's a fun experience, even though sometimes I really want to strangle both of you.
The hell do I do? I take your side most of the times. The fuck?
You do.
This is how you make enemies on show, and this is why shows don't work.
No, it's fun. It's fun. Now, honestly, what we've created, everything else, like all the ideas that William has had because of the show and stuff like that. It's cool. It's a really fun time, and I hope that everybody that's watching or listening, that you enjoy us. And
seriously, and to another bunch more episodes that we could actually do. I want to give a shout out also to Nisha at Diversely Geek. You could check them out at diverselygeek.org. They do their own podcast, YouTube's, social media, everything, and they have a phenomenal group that's out there. If you're looking for positive kind of aspect of fandom and all that stuff, you want to talk about Doctor Who, you want to talk about Lord of the Rings, you want to talk about any of that stuff, go over to Diversely Geek. They're really cool, and they will welcome you with open arms like they did us. And
with arms wide open. Sorry.
See, I was gonna go with Journey, with open arms.
Okay.
But yeah, no, that's
you can tell our generational gap by the music that we chose.
No, I like Journey. I just think that with Arms Wide Open is such a memey, dumb song that why not go with that?
But Nisha, honestly, like, she's our geek mom. She kind of gave us a little bit of a push there for a little while and helped us out, I think, a lot, and in many different ways. And on top of that, Naomi, thank you for handling the social media for the last 3 months. You've been phenomenal in kind of building our presence on the social media side. I don't know if you guys wanted to give any shout outs to anybody.
Sure. Catch Dank every day. Every day, baby. Every day. Also, myself, I started streaming because I got nothing better to do with my time. You can't see my lovely face because, unfortunately, I am borrowing this webcam from a friend because webcams right now are very hard to come by. They're like 300.
Awesome, by the way, Jen. It is. They are not awesome.
Creed is horrible. But honestly, if you want to just stop by, I don't know if any of you that are watching video games, stop by, talk and have a good time. Just go to twitch.tv/Toto Wiper, Toto, the dog from what's the Wizard of Oz. Thank you. Yeah. I had a brain fart there.
Or Return to Oz.
And that too. Yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, thank you, especially thank you to Samara for every time that I have to record that she goes and is quiet as a mouse. It's a country mouse. That, she makes sure that I have the time and place to do it, and that all my roommates that are, I'm like, hey, I'm recording. So, I did the Ross thing where it's but thank you very much. Thank you to both of you because this is really amazing. It's been an immersing journey, and the fellowship walks on. Yes, I made a Lord of the Rings reference. It had a nice ring to it, but it's magical. We're also magical.
The Hobbits?
So. Huh?
Are we the Hobbits?
I mean, I'm with this face right here. I'm definitely more of
Sam.
I would definitely be Sam.
I imagine Naomi as Aragorn with the crown, and she's like, "You bow to no one."
I was going to say, oh my god, I can never remember Gimli. No, not Gimli. Sorry. Oh my god, Precious. Who's Precious?
Gollum, dude. Gollum.
Smeagol. Yes, Lewis. Thank you. But no, seriously though, it's been a lot of fun, and thank you guys. And let's see where this show takes us. It's sad that we're not together like we originally planned to do this live from MegaCon this weekend, but we still found a way. Because where there's a will, there's a way. I hate you. I love you all, guys.
Okay, on that note, again, thank you so much for joining us on this journey. And of course, visit us over at manbitesfilm.com. As Lewis said, our sister site, diverselygeek.org. And of course, we can never forget our brother from another mother, John, over at YouTube. Narcotic Casserole. Thank you, Lewis.
Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you, Dank, a.k.a. William.
Thank you, Brandon.
As always, I'm Branden, and we hope to see you on the next 100 episodes of Manbitesfilm. Thank you.
Cue the drums.
Yes.
Da 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 da.
We're out, bitches.
That was fun.